guys, it's your girl Renee again. I'm out here trying to still finish up a little bit of the cleanup that I have to do out here. And remember I said I was going to cut back this rose bush and also cut back that hydrangea. So that is what we will be working on today. If I can get these two cut back nicely, then that would be fabulous. Because the reason why I'm going to cut down this rose bush, because this bush in springtime gets so full with these beautiful pink roses that are so beautiful and they're so fragrant, but it gets so bushy that I can't maneuver around that rose bush. So I'm going to cut it by half. And the same thing as I'm going to do the same thing with that hydrangea. Because as you can see, let me turn you so you can see the hydrangea. See the hydrangea over there? That hydrangea gets so big as it is now that it covers that whole space. And it's hard for me to get around it and do my weeding. And you can't see that red pot in the springtime because the hydrangeas are so beautiful. So I'm going to cut that back by half and we're going to see what it looks like in the spring. So I've got my snippers here and we are just going to go and we're going to just attack this rose bush and hydrangea and we are going to get the job done. You hear me, you guys? Because it's at least the sun is out today and I got a late start. So I figure if I can get those two things completed, then it's a win-win situation for me today. So that's what your girl is going to be doing. As you see, I got my Fiskars pruners and we are going to get the dicing and a slicing. I know you guys are going to say, oh, Renee, that is so harsh to cut your rose bush. But I have cut this thing down so many times during the fall and all that. And this rose bush is so durable. It comes back every single spring. It might looks like I'm doing a hard job, but I'm getting it because I can't get to my utility area because this bush is so big. And I need to do is keep it maintained during the growing season so it won't get so out of control. But I'm always so busy because my area that I garden in is such a big area that I forget about coming over here. I think what I'm going to do this season is I'm going to make me a schedule so I can just come out here and write me a schedule so I'll know when I should be coming out here and pruning this rose bush. Because I remember when we had the utility people come to read the meters, that's the one thing he used to always tell me, Renee, you've got to cut back that rose bush. Because if you've seen the thorns, I'll show you one of the thorns on this rose bush. And you'll be like, yeah, if I had to read that meter, I'd be complaining too. So that's what your girl is doing. We don't have people come and read meters anymore, so, but still, I'm the one that has to come out here and I'm the one that has to deal with this bush now. And I am not trying. That's why I got my big old gloves on here. So I don't have to deal with that. Now that looks pretty good. I think I've cut it by half. Looks good. Now I'm just going to get my rake. And we're going to rake this. But let me show you about these thorns I'm talking about. That's why I got my big old heavy gloves on. Because you mess with these thorns, boy, it'll make you respect this thorn bush. Let me show you these thorns. Whew, because it is a trip. Look at this. Now, would you want to mess with a rose bush that got thorns like this on there? Look at them thorns. Those things get bedded in your skin, and you'd be a singing thing. Look at that. Ooh, child. That's why I cut that bush by half. But you'll see how beautiful the flowers are. They're beautiful pink. You'll be like, Renee, those flowers, roses are beautiful. And I said, see, I told you. So let me get my rake so I can rake them limbs out of there. And then we'll move on to the hydrangea. Okay, let's get these bushes, these limbs out of here. So we ain't got to deal with this. I'll probably put this into my trash can because I am not trying to put this in a bag. I'm not trying to go toe to toe with these thorns. Nope. I learned my lesson. Nope. No, thank you. Because I'm going to have too many other jobs to be doing. And I don't have time to be messing with these rose bushes. So, hopefully, that will be okay. Alright, let's move on to the hydrangea now. One down, one to go. Move this mulch around. So now I'll be able to get around this bush. Any more dead ones? They look pretty good. Alright, hydrangea, you are next. Here we go. Woohoo! Alright, let's get to cutting on this bad boy. See if I can bring you guys closer so you can see what's happening. Got you on a slant here. There's one thing about back here. This thing is on an uneven plane, so I will do my best. Alright. Chop, chop, hydrangea. This is where all the critters and hardshell Louie likes to live in. Hardshell Louie is my turtle. And you'll see him. I hope he's still in the garden somewhere. Because I'm going to cut this by half. I'm going to get this by half. Then I see the new growth growing down below. Hey, I hear the woodpecker. I have a woodpecker that comes and lives over here. And sometimes I can catch him on camera and sometimes I can't. So if I can catch him while I'm out here with you guys, then I will let you see. I call him Woody Woodpecker. Oh, Woody. So we can get this all cut. Alright, you guys. So I'm going to finish cutting this. And then I will come back and show you guys the finished result. But your girl is still out here trying to get these garden chores done. Whew. And I am determined. Get it done. Get it done. This thing needs a hard cut all the time. All right, let me finish this. Break this up. And you guys will be able to see what the final product looks like. All right, you guys, so I've got the rose bush done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little weeding. I'm going to use my favorite tool, which is my hoolie hoe, which is this tool right here. Love it, love it, love it. If you guys don't have one of these hoolie hoes, you need to get one of these because these will get them weeds done right. Because this is an area that I have a hard time with, because this area seems to be real fertile and is enriched with nutrients. And these weeds, I tell you, they love this spot. This is like their favorite spot. And I'm going to show you what weed I'm talking about. This weed right here, I don't know what kind of weed this is. Maybe if I show you guys, you'll be able to tell me what weed this is. What weed is this? Do you guys know what this weed is? Because this weed takes over in the green garden, and it also takes over any spot that it can find that has soil. This thing right here. Do you guys have this in your garden? Let me know. I hate that weed. And it's hard to kill with weed killer too. They'd be like, what? What are you trying to do over here, Renee? You trying to kill us off? You've been trying to work on us for years, and we still outsmart you, girl. But you know what? I got some new weed killer that I'm going to introduce to this weed this season, and we going to see who's the smart one this year. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to see who is a smart one this season. And I am determined to win. Look at that weed right there. Get out of there. Goodbye, weed. And I've even tried pulling them from the root. No such luck. So I'm going to go get my trash can. Then I'm going to put all this rose stems and these canes off of the hydrangeas in there, and then we'll move on to our next spot. Woohoo! Let me show you what that spot's gonna be. I'll turn you slowly. See, that's all the rose stems that I have to put in the trash can, and also these are all the hydrangea canes. But this spot is next. See that over here? Let me walk you over there so you can see. And this is where all that rabbit poop is, over here. So this is going to be our next spot to clean up. So let me go clean up what I started, and then we'll move over to this side. All right, we getting there. All right, you guys, let's get these things in the trash can so we don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, make sure I don't get none of these thorns, because y'all will hear me on this camera whooping and hollering. That is for sure. Trying to get none in my eyeballs. None of that. For sure. You're trying to mess with these things. These things are brutal. Ooh, no. I love roses, but I don't like the thorns. That's why, thank goodness for these gloves. I got them all the way to my elbows. That's why I brought these gloves. I knew I'm going to deal with these rose bushes. Thank you, Jesus. Worry about that one. A few more to pick up. And we'll be done. All right, now let me get these hydrangea ones. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, a little bit more. Whew. Almost done, you guys. It feels so good when you get a job completed. You know it does for me. All right. So I'm going to finish picking this up. And then we're going to head on to our next job. I got to learn how to do that time lapse thing. So you guys will see me moving around like I'm 20 years old. Zip, zip, zipping around this yard. And you'd be like, Ray, you were moving quick. Got that job done in no time flat. I'd be like, yeah, I had the speed of youth on my side. Now, I'm just slow and steady. But you know what? They always say slow and steady always wins the race. And I've been doing this ever since cleaning up yards when I was home living with my parents. This is called how I earned my money. My allowance was helping out in the yard. I wasn't weeding, pulling weeds, raking, all kinds of stuff. But you know, your girl got it done. And I got paid big time. You know, because you work hard for some money, honey. Especially when you're young. I don't know about you, but I always had my list already planned out what I wanted to spend my stuff on. All right, we're done with that. All right, guys, let's get this one cleaned out, which is this grow bag where I had my vincas in there. So pulling them all out, get that all raked over. And we should be good to go. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it. See, I move this out the way. Told you, you're working with a lot of tools. You always moving them tools from one spot to the next. So move this out the way. Perfect. Trash can, get in your spot. All right. Now, let's get rid of these vincas. Vincas are annuals, and they will not be coming back. But they're beautiful. This is a beautiful spot to have flowers in because they are beautiful. Remember that grass I told you that will pop up everywhere? Child, it's all in this bed right here. Unstoppable. Even Tails has some doggone shells. Oh, my my daffodils are popping up because I planted some daffodils in here. So that is coming up. Hope old Tails don't discover them, because if he does, it is game over. So maybe I'll leave a little bit of this debris in here so he won't come in here and start digging them all up. Because once them squirrels find a food source, it is all she wrote. But I want to at least get some of this grass, this weed. This thing will take over. Goodness. But I don't want to pull up my daffodils either. So I won't clean this bed all the way out because I want to make sure. Maybe I'll throw some leaves on the top of this. That's what I'll do. I'll clean out some of this weed, and then I'm going to take some of these leaves that I have around here and I'm going to put inside this bed. That's exactly what your girl is going to do. Sorry for putting my backside in the camera, but you got to do what you got to do. So sloppy and messy over here. Yuck, yuck. So this is perfect. These weeds out of here a little bit. Because they are definitely coming up. Signs of life for spring is on its way. All right, now let's get some of these leaves and let's put them on this bed. That's what I need. Leaves, leaves, leaves. Feel like I'm walking in the swamp. Okay. Put these leaves here. Hopefully that would help to insulate these daffodils and tulips so they won't get discovered. Hope not. And Tails will stay out of this area. Stay out of this area, Tails. We don't need you over here. Alright. Alright. And when I get more leaves, I'll come back and I'll add them to this area, because this area really needs a lot of help. And leaves are good for instant mulch. So now that area is completed. So you guys, I'm going to leave you there, but I'm going to continue on to work. I'm going to finish cleaning out those black buckets. I'm going to go over here and clean this out. I don't know if I'll make it over here to, watch this rabbit poop, to the wheelbarrow today, but I'm at least get this section done. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me in the black and white garden. As you see, your girl was working hard, getting the job done, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Woohoo! The more I get done now, the less I have to do in the springtime. So that is my goal. Get as much area I can get done so I can get to the fun part, which is what? Planting my seedlings into their forever home in this garden. All right, guys, take care.